Yes, because Eric's got to leave.
Right.
So, I got an hour.
Okay,
All right,
we'll finish in an hour.
with that being said, we'll call the meeting to order for the Tilton Police Building Study Committee. Those present, Eric Pyra, Pat Cantino, there's 4 others here, Jason Wright, Tom.
No, Tom, no Ken.
Tom
Damon.
Damon, yeah, thank you, I'm running through my name list here, and no Ken. Chuck Drew and Kevin Marshall.
Need a pen?
It is 5:38. First order of business tonight is to approve the minutes of, we should have one set of minutes that are approved, correct? And that has the corrections. Dated.
Oh, those will be on the website. Those you already approved.
Those we already approved.
Yeah,
those go right to the website.
And then this is draft for non-public session minutes.
Yeah.
Can we approve the non-public session minutes in public session?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One should say non-public in caps.
I'll use this one. Oh, I find
It says
Well, that's
draft
it.
at the top.
Yeah, that's the non-public.
What about the public minutes?
They've already been. Those are already.
Oh,
I
oh, no, for last meeting. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about the meeting on the 15th. You approved last week already.
Just 1 second.
So the one that is dated January 22nd, 2018 is up on the table for approval.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's a non-pub and a pub.
Okay, we'll do the public session minutes first, dated January 22nd, 2018. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah, sure.
not really.
Yeah, not really.
Can you hand me that stack there?
Oh, I'll use this one till I find
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Once
You got
everyone
your hands
glances
up.
at that,
I knew it. It says Monday, February 12th. Next meeting. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going.
No, of course not.
I even texted this.
Right, but then this one was called as an emergency.
yeah, this was a last minute because of the speed of what's.
Okay, so I make a motion, we approve the minutes of the January 22nd, 2018 as written.
I'll second it.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed?
One abstain, I wasn't here.
Okay.
Didn't know we were having a meeting.
I'm sorry, I've just been posting them on the calendar.
Yeah.
It's been, I'm sorry.
Do you get our emails or a phone call?
You're not on the.
Some, but the 15th, we didn't meet on the 15th
Right,
for the holiday?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
No, we did.
I was not here though.
Yeah, we did.
I was not here for
I
the
think
holidays.
and then so I must have missed that we were gonna do the following.
I don't think you had a quorum, did you? Because I was out that night.
No, we had 4.
I think it was
Okay.
just you and I that were missing.
Yeah, and I know before that I had to jump into budget with the fire district.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
What can we do to fix that issue?
Well, I do, everybody's on the same email address, the PBSC.
I get it.
You don't get those.
Oh,
All right, I'll have to check with Tim then
Yeah.
to make sure, because I know Ryan's not on it. I have to send Ryan separately.
Okay. Maybe
Is there
we
maybe,
We just
would
Tim
it help
can
if we
add
did a
it,
red receipt?
I'm sure he's on there,
But now that I'm here,
but he isn't.
we'll know the
He
next
doesn't
meeting,
get
you know. You send it
maybe it's
back
the
in a
wrong
loop.
email address, I don't know.
But anyway,
Okay.
that's your minutes.
Next on the table is to approve the minutes of the non-public session, January 22nd, 2018. Has everyone had a chance to review that?
No.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh, should we say any other purpose?
Isn't it any other purpose? Well, we can't.
Leases.
We could submit them in, can we submit the corrections in writing to you?
Sure.
Eric Pyra has one correction.
Okay.
I guess the one that you just brought up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, too.
Okay. We do have a non-public schedule. I suggest that we just bring up the questions if you've got them
Yeah, I do,
at that time.
as far as the minutes go?
Yeah.
Okay,
We can approve them.
while we're in non-public session.
We can approve them while we're in public, we just correct them in
Correct them.
non-public.
Okay.
Yeah,
Was there, and there are minor corrections?
Yeah.
Mine is just good.
they're grammatical, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found a couple too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, with that said, the only corrections that we found at this point are grammatical, and not necessarily accuracy. Is there a motion to approve the non-public?
Make a motion to
Okay.
approve
Yeah, we'll just go over the grammatical. Yeah.
session, non-public session minutes of January 22nd.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor of approving the non-public session minutes, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Abstentions?
One.
I mean, Jason.
Yep.
Okay. The next order of business is a draft report to the Board of Selectmen that you have in front of you. It says draft at the top. This is notes that I had put to paper and forwarded those off to Joyce. And she basically put them into print format.
Great. What I did is I double spaced so we could make comments.
September 2017.
Yep.
What is the flavor of the committee as far as taking this draft letter back and spend more time on it, so we're not sitting here at the table, kind of pondering through it, read it after hours?
When is this due? When is this letter due to the board?
Well, I would say Wednesday the 31st, because that's the deadline for all reports, but, I mean, it's the board, we can get it to them after. We can
When's
get
the
them
next time we're
Thursday.
gonna meet?
Well, the next scheduled time we were gonna meet was gonna be the 12th,
12th.
so, and this
So
was,
now is this something we could do via email, like either approve or change?
We can't approve things by email.
Do it now,
now or never, right?
right? If we gotta get it done by Thursday.
For the board.
So I guess.
Okay, well, I guess let's just take the time to
Yeah.
scour through this for a few minutes, and then,
Did you want your original that I worked
there's
on?
nothing in this content that can't be in a public session discussion.
No, I did not mention anything. I did that on purpose.
I don't, is that worded correctly? We were initially charged by the Board of Selectmen.
Yeah, I know.
2 available sites located, 61 should not be there.
Okay, yes, you're right.
And that should be a drive.
Drive.
I don't know if you would like to at this time. Is this gonna go into the annual report?
Only if you want it to.
Okay.
Not you, but the board.
I think it's important to kind of put something in there to know that there has been a committee. Yeah, I don't know if this,
This is really good, and this,
Yeah.
I think that this is
Wouldn't
really
change
good.
it.
It's upbeat, it's positive.
Right.
It lets them know we're working
Yeah,
on it.
it's good.
I'm kind of thinking that it, sort of at the end, just putting something at, don't know how you would word it, further questions or further answers will I don't want to say be given out at town meeting, or will be available at town meeting, or whatever. In other words, if you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to answer your questions at town meeting.
We would also.
Because it was the
highly
legislative
encourage
body.
you to attend the committee meetings.
Right. Kind of, sort of like that, yeah. You know, you really want them to come out to the committee, to the meetings, and you also want them to ask any questions that they have, or to entertain any questions. They can either,
We continue to welcome input from the public.
Yeah.
At any time.
Yeah,
There you go.
absolutely. At what point in time, I don't feel we've done our due diligence of letting the public know we're having these meetings to come and voice that. Is that the time that we're going to do that? Because I can tell you, I'm not saying this in a negative way, but nobody knows we're here. I don't feel. If I'm talking to somebody about, oh, they're having, nobody, I think we need to, if we're gonna go forward with this, and town meeting may be the proper time to say it, that we've been meeting, because by
we will
then,
continue to meet on Monday
we are
evenings.
meeting,
Right,
so anybody who wants to,
right.
that would be a perfect time to, because anybody that's interested in this is going to be looking at that document at that time. I mean, I think we need to, if we want the public's input, we kind of have to let them know.
And there's still time for people to jump in on it, because I wouldn't want to show up to a Monday meeting as a member of the public and then for 5 minutes, and then you guys were non-public for
No, I
2
know.
hours.
But what I'm saying is, we
I
at
think we're
least,
almost past that.
if you are interested, please contact one of us, or we're having these meetings. It's just, if we're going to ask their input, we have to tell them when we're meeting and how often we're meeting. I know we're in a lot of non-publics right now because we're trying to decipher a lot, I guess, and that still may happen after this, but if nobody knows we're meeting, it doesn't matter if we meet every day of the week. We're not gonna, if we're asking for input, we have to, I can let them know we're meeting.
And I think that's a really valid point. Does the committee want to do a small presentation at town meeting? If so, we can encourage at that time that here's where we've been, real small, here's where we've been, this is where we were going, we took a U-turn, here's where we're at right now, and we welcome the input going forward. If you'd like to join us, here we are.
I think that's exactly what I think
Right.
we're looking for, and we should do, because what we're doing is, it doesn't matter where we put this, we're in front of the taxpayers, you know what I mean? If
Yep.
we have a presentation, Kevin being the chair, can express it, can also tell who's on the board, so it kind of gives the public, somebody may know Tom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they like Tom, and they feel they're comfortable with Tom, or Eric, or
Well,
any one of us.
we're being optimistic.
Well, any one of us, you know what I mean? So at least it may let the public know the board, the committee, whatever you want to call it, is actually who's working on it. And even if they don't come to the meeting, at least now they can reach out to maybe one of us. Because I know we talked about doing different things.
And we also have time.
Yeah.
That I think that if we can say that at the town meeting, that, listen, we've had a change in our timeline, and that we feel we can do a better job of informing the public. And moving forward,
Right.
there will be public forums, there'll be further presentations on our work, and we have a whole year to do it. So, I think, and then we have to just stick to that.
We have to, I mean, at least it gets us out there, and nobody can come back and say, well, we never knew, how come you never told us? We did it at town meeting where we're not doing things behind closed doors.
And it's in the town report.
Right, right. It's just backing what we're trying to get across. We don't want to all of a sudden come in and go, geez, we never knew you were even working on this, or whatever. It's in there, it's documented that we've met since September, come to these conclusions. I mean, I think a report, whether it be this exact thing or whatever, I think is very important. You know, as a taxpayer, if I wasn't here, I'd like to know that.
Yeah.
I'd like to know that people are actually working on it. They didn't just come up with, yeah, we're gonna take that place.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that this is excellent. I think just in like at the end and in closing, here's where we're at. You know, public input, you know, going forward, there will be a presentation, a small presentation at town meeting. Feel free.
Do we want to word it as such of, moving forward, our committee highly recommends further public input after town meeting?
Mm-hmm.
We continue to meet on Mondays at
Yeah.
9:30.
Contact one or all of us, or show up.
Check the website for
Yeah, check the
agenda.
Maybe we could have that link put into this, so if they wanted to check out what we've done or whatever, I mean.
Yeah, because that link is there, right?
Right.
Yeah. You have all that,
I-
Jason?
Yeah, I think that would be really good. Other than that, I think it's really good.
It's just transparency, it's what this is to the public, you know, whether anybody ever shows up or not, we're not trying to not let them know, we're
Right.
trying to encourage them.
Right.
Right, but we haven't really released the conception, well, we have in the minutes, that we knew that Gary did the designs. He took our existing designs and placed them on those two lots. That's public information. I didn't go into the actual designs yet, because I recall
I don't know if
conversation.
We really haven't.
No, I don't
Right,
think
because
that's.
we said,
Done
well,
that either.
you really need a site, so you know how it's gonna
I
look.
think the fact that we did this, the irrelevancy of what it's gonna look like, we don't really have that right yet.
We went into the design, we made sure that within the design, there was everything the PD needed, the necessities in the design, and we made sure that there was adequate room for specific items in that design, and made sure that that was tweaked, and Gary did that for us. That was at the very beginning.
So that's kind of not said in the second paragraph, because I didn't know if you wanted any mention of the
I
designs.
think that we could do that in the presentation and not in the annual report. I mean,
We
it is.
could say that we've given a cursory review of two potential
Design style.
design styles. However, at this time, we're not at that.
It would not be a prudent expense to
It would be inappropriate at this
Yeah,
time to choose
spend the money
one
drawing when,
where we don't have a specific
Okay.
lot.
Because I made it sound like you were building upon what the other committees had done, which is the last committee
Well,
had
Which is
that
what,
design.
yeah, and that's what we presented to town meeting to get this approval to begin with. We said, we have the designs, we have several designs, as a matter of fact, that we spend mucho bucks for. And that's pretty much what I said when I got up and said, this is what this warrant article is about. We want to start the committee. We have plans for the PD. We want to fit these plans on land. We've got to get the land. We
Because
have,
that was previous work.
right. So these, we don't have to go out and spend $50,000 to get these designs built again. And that was the whole purpose of saying that
We're
we already
confident
have them.
when we find
Yeah, and we're,
property, these designs will.
right,
Okay.
exactly.
Because
Or is it-
those designs aren't on the website anywhere.
No,
No,
they're
and I don't
not.
think necessarily the designs need to be public right now, because we really haven't solidified
Right.
a design. We have designs
We
that
have
we
two.
feel, right, two
Yeah.
designs that we feel will work. We just have to look at the layout of the property when we
Right.
locate it to see which one.
Right.
would it
So
be
do you
fair
want
to
that
say-
statement put in there?
Would it be fair to say that we worked with two different designs because we're not sure, at the time, we weren't sure what size lot we need. We had to make sure
It was gonna work on either.
on the two lots that, and we're gonna, keeping that, what I'm trying to say, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but that there was a minimum acreage that's required, that's why That's why we went with two sizes, the footprint of the building.
Well, that's really on the bottom of page 1. We opted out because of site constraints,
Yeah,
period. I wouldn't
yeah.
be too negative and say, use words like didn't or can't or,
No, I just was
Yeah.
trying to, I want to get clear to people that, you know, we have to have certain requirements that we're looking for.
I think if we were to do a presentation at town meeting and be on the positive, these are all of the positive aspects we have. We have narrowed it down to 2 properties. We have 2 plans that the properties will fit on, the designs will fit on either one. All these positive things that we have going for us in this direction, in where we've been to get to this point.
Now, I think the one thing that we aren't able to share, or one of the questions, if I was in this, you know, crowd, I would be saying, well, where are the sites that you're looking at? And I don't
I think at town meeting we'll be able to do that.
Okay.
I think at town meeting we'll be able to be at a place where we'll be able to do it.
Once we go into non-public.
Yeah, we'll
tonight, I
talk
think
about
we
that,
can-
yeah.
We can talk
We'll
about
come
it.
up
Yep.
with some initial.
I just don't want to, like, because that would be one of my first questions, well, where? Because that's a genuine question that everybody, I think, would like.
Right.
Especially where we've spent a significant amount of time in non-public session.
Right.
What are we talking about in those non-public sessions?
You don't want to go into town meeting and not give them
Yep,
with,
I would agree.
right.
Right, well, we can be honest and explain what the process is that they have to go through to
Get there.
get there.
Yep.
How do we want to approve this letter, so if...
Well, did you read the whole thing?
Did I?
Yeah, I mean, have you gone through it all?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, yes, I have, I mean...
All right, so I wrote down the comments on how to end it. I want to include a little bit more information about the designs, if you feel comfortable doing that
No, just
here.
that we have them. I
We
don't
have the
say
design,
we-
okay,
we have two
which has
different
laid the
designs.
foundation for our committee's work, and then I'll just work in that we were given 2 designs.
We worked out.
We worked
designs.
we worked,
A cursory review of previously drafted designs.
It wasn't cursory, it was like, I went back and looked at the minutes from September 28th, and that's when Gary met with the board, and you happened to be present at the meeting.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
So all those those conceptuals were all presented, and then the board went.
that was public too,
Yeah,
wasn't
and
it?
that was all public, and then the board said, yep, these are the 2, and then it was like, yeah, the committee had been appointed, and it was after that September 28th meeting that you guys held your organizational meeting, was like, okay, here's the designs, here's the land.
So conceptual design plans await in the shadows for a, maybe not
I'll
shadows.
just say we've been,
Yeah.
For a chosen parcel.
Suitable parcel.
A suitable
yeah, we
parcel.
have 2 conceptual designs available based upon the prior committees, so we're not
Awaiting a
wasting,
lot choice.
awaiting a lot choice.
Yeah,
Boom, done.
Okay,
I agree.
good, okay.
Right, so again, how do we vote on, if it's the 31st of when this is gonna go to the Board of Selectmen?
So we would approve this, just like we.
With these changes.
With the changes,
Okay.
then we can go into public and actually redesign, I mean, non-public, and
Are we comfortable approving that tonight?
I am.
Okay.
Instead of many meetings later, did you want me to put in the actual number of meetings? I think you've had like 12 meetings.
Yeah, I
In
would
4
say-
months,
once
you've
you
had
count-
12
yeah.
meetings.
Or even meetings
That you've been
since-
meeting weekly.
Meeting weekly since.
Meeting
since
weekly.
September.
All right, I'll get that in here.
That way he doesn't, well, there's one more or one less, or
Yeah.
it doesn't get.
Yeah, we only got hung up right around Christmas. We even meet on holiday. Okay, so, now did I put in there about the 2019 town meeting? I don't think I did. 2019 town meeting?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, because, again, we'll talk in non-public. I just don't know if 2018,
Well, we do know that there's going to be decisions made in 2019.
Yes.
for some type of,
Based on our.
based on our work. So if we put that in here, that, you know,
They can expect to see something.
We are confident that we will have something, we will have a plan to present to the town.
You should expect to see a plan for 2019.
Okay.
conceptual design, cost,
Location.
we can't say cost it out, it's not it's improper, but estimated,
Project presentation.
If they,
complete project with cost estimated,
at 20 minutes.
design,
Yeah.
and land value, everything.
Yeah.
You know how to write that?
Yep.
In a town meeting 2019.
Yep.
That would be appropriate.
And I mean, and we still are also looking at the other one, too. So if this one doesn't work, we still have another one.
We should be at the January 31st meeting to present this to them? To this
No,
one?
no, that's just the deadline for everybody to submit their
Submit, okay.
reports.
So once we submit, the selectmen will see it,
Mhm.
and if they have any questions, they'll reach back to us.
Yep.
Yep.
Is there a motion to send that document?
Well, I'll send it to everybody once I put these corrections in, and then if you guys,
Make a motion, we accept as amended.
okay.
Second. All those in favor?
Right.
Aye. Any of those opposed? Okay. You got that?
Okay, that's good.
All right.
That was the big thing.
Yeah, that's what the selectmen have been waiting for, right?
Yep.
All right. With that said, I think at this point in the meeting, we will go into public session for 91, RSA 91A.
Jane, you want
Yeah, go ahead.
Jane?
I don't have
Make
it.
a motion that we go to non-public session on the
to
RSA
downstairs? We won't be
91A.
long.
03
Okay.
the consideration of the acquisition, sale, or lease of real personal property which is discussed in public and likely benefit to the party or parties whose interests are adverse to those of the general community.
Is there a second? Second. All right, let's by roll call vote.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And yes. All right. In public session now. Is there a motion to seal?
Yes, make a motion to seal the minutes of the non-public as they pertain to the land acquisition until the matters are resolved.
Second.
Okay, by roll call vote.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And yes. Okay, we are now in public session of the police building study committee, right? Is there anything to be?
Did you make the corrections? Oh, just make them on that paper and give them to her.
Make the corrections, that is right.
Just pass them down to her, that's it. There you go.
Is everyone
Oh.
clean with that? Yeah. Are we good?
Yep.
They're grammatical.
Yes, I missed that one. I got that.
Is there any further business to be discussed in the public session?
Make a motion, next meeting.
I already took the 12th off the calendar because the fire department wants to use it that night. And I think that's the same
There really
night
is
as
no
fire.
reason to meet until otherwise notified.
Yeah, because the only thing we have to go over is what we're gonna go over at town meeting.
To present.
So something
What we're
around
gonna present.
a week before town meeting,
Okay,
around there,
2 weeks.
2 weeks before?
Yeah, at least.
Okay.
Under the 5th of March.
All right, and then I'll correct this, send it to you. If you're happy with it, sign it.
I think we said we were gonna have everyone,
Oh, have everyone review it, and then if everyone's okay.
have everyone sign the
Oh, you
letter.
want everyone to sign it?
Well,
Yeah.
I would rather have everyone sign it.
Okay.
To be honest with you. It looks, yeah, solidarity.
All right, names and signatures, okay. You got it.
And so a couple of weeks before town meeting.
Motion to
I
adjourn.
will in October.
All right, we have a motion to adjourn, is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. Vote with your feet.